Currently in the 10th spot. Bucks have been playing better of late, 7-6 in their last 13. Kuzma off target. Rebound Mitchell.
So with all the players missing for Oklahoma City, Lou Dort absorbs the assignment of Giannis.
Here's Mitchell, who's been one of the most improved players in the NBA this season. His scoring average has more than doubled. That one in and out. Rebound Giannis. Rollins, another most improved player candidate. He's had a remarkable season. 16 points per game after averaging 6 a year ago. Kuzma will try another deep ball and another miss.
His shot selection has been excellent this year. He has eliminated a lot of those mid-range jumpers, being very specific about spots on the floor.
Holmgren drills a three. One of the big differences, his coach Mark Daigneault told us before the game, is he's not passing up those catch-and-shoot triple tries.
You love to see him look so confident on those.
Here's a steal. On the other end, Mitchell with the slam. And a quick timeout by
start this season and controlling games. He said you could see teams think to themselves, oh man, that's right, we're playing these guys.
Games lost to a variety of different players. Second most lost games to injury. So I'm never opposed to adversity midseason. And listen, 23 games en route to a championship. This team has been through the fire, so to speak. I have zero worries, even when they were 6-6.
Mitchell with the basket makes it 7-0 Oklahoma City to start the game. An offensive foul on A.J. Green on the screen, and now Harris gets Milwaukee on the board.
To me, that has to be the thing that keeps Milwaukee in it tonight. Their three-point percentage, can they generate enough of them? Because this is one shot, as we've seen, Oklahoma City does give up. They are so content taking away the paint and taking away corner threes. They're going to give up some threes in other spots.
Dort able to answer. He's not been shooting it that well this year. Giannis able to get to the basket, blowing
first to the cup.
Career high 65% shooting. We talked about Dort needing that first one to go down, and he tried it again but couldn't get it. Met by Dort, had to give up the pass. Giannis did. Now Green through the lane, knocked away by Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in transition. Might have been blocked initially, but he still was able to power that one up and in.
And if there's something that's going to push Chet over the line, and I think he should be an all-star, he's a two-way big-time force for this club, playing a lot at the 5 without Isaiah Hartenstein.
I agree with you about being an all-star reserve. You have to think that the Thunder will get 2 players. Jalen Williams has been hurt for a good part of the year. He's out again, this time a hamstring injury. Will be reevaluated in a couple weeks. It was a wrist injury suffered in the playoffs last year as Giannis gets fouled. I think Holmgren thought that he was fouled. He's 31 years old. The trade deadline 2 weeks from tomorrow. A lot of uncertainty around what's next for the Bucks.
When he's not there, he's the only legitimate chance they have to win on a nightly basis. But after Luka Doncic, I'm not saying never for Giannis to be traded midseason. I'm just not.
He has said, at least publicly, that he wants to be here, although he's also said, when he was asked yesterday, day-to-day, in terms of whether he thinks he'll be here or not, the Bucks have maintained publicly they want to keep Giannis here. Spent his entire career in Milwaukee. Shot clock down to 5. Dort stops, pops, and hits. And it's 14-5 Thunder. 14-6, excuse me. Kuzma driving on Holmgren. And rebounded by Wallace.
Chet's ability to use his feet, stay in front, absorb the contact, and still challenge, that is big-time defense.
Holmgren bumped off the spot by Harris, and clear foul.
Playing with the other big, he's sort of accustomed to it.
Saw those numbers, career highs for Holmgren as he scores inside his second field goal. And you touched on his defense. He's #1 in the NBA in individual field goal percentage defense. Opponents against him in one-on-one situations shoot less than 40%.
That's 3 or 4 challenges for him at the rim already in this basketball game. I believe all misses except the one he fouled Giannis on.
Oh, he turned it over right there. Giannis up the floor. Gets past Holmgren down the lane. And that hit Holmgren as he slid, lost his footing. And trailing by 10 midway through this opening quarter. Shai putting it on the floor, getting through the lane, finding Dort. Shot clock down to 4. Skip to Mitchell with 2. Mitchell baseline pull-up is good over Kuzma.
Come on, A.J. Green battling Shai and doing his job, making Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a passer. You're taking that deep into the clock. I mean, Milwaukee, that's a pretty good defensive stand. Just a tough shot by Mitchell.
Meanwhile, Milwaukee with twice as many turnovers than baskets. 4 turnovers, just 2 field goals, and they trail by 12. Best record in the league by far. Another Milwaukee turnover, the 5th of the opening frame. The Thunder has a 2-game lead over Detroit for the best record in the NBA and a 6-game lead in the loss column over San Antonio for the best record in the West. 3 of the 8 losses for the Thunder have come against the Spurs. Shot clock down to 3. Step back 3. No good for Joe. Giannis with his 4th rebound already. Green as Joe hits the floor. Back to Giannis. And a lot of contact. Offensive foul called on Antetokounmpo is first. And the second offensive foul on the Bucks. Yet another turnover. 2 nights ago, but also in their last home game, they lost by 33 to Minnesota. It was the game where Giannis, after the Bucks were getting booed, decided to boo Bucks fans back. Wondered how sharp this team would be early on, and we have our answer with 6 turnovers and a 3 for Mitchell to make it 21-6 Oklahoma City.
That guy, he is decisive, and I know he was under duress of the shot clock, but it's a catch and go to the rim, catch quick recognition of the clock.
Bobby Portis, the NBA leader in 3-point shooting, short on that one. Holmgren with airspace, can't knock it down. Rebound Anthony. Here's Cole Anthony penetrating as Portis in the corner, but got tied up.
His shoulder passed him, Dave.
2nd straight year Oklahoma City #1 in the NBA in defense. They win the tip. They lead it by 15. A.J. Mitchell has 9 points. That's 3 more than Milwaukee has as a team. And we are almost 8 minutes into this game. Pete Nance checking in for the Bucks, provided some energy in their win against Atlanta on Monday. Joe, deep one. And rebounded by Anthony.
These are the minutes Jalen Williams would normally be on the floor running the offense, creating for himself and his teammates.
Giannis on the bench. See if Portis can provide an offensive spark. Missed a 3 in his first attempt. Got it poked away. Ends up in the hands of Green. And just grazes the rim.
Their team defense is just special. If there's a mismatch on the post, boy, do they dive and attack.
Gorgeous move by Holmgren. Switching hands and finishing.
That move.
He's got 7. The lead is 17. The Bucks have more turnovers than points, 7-6. Anthony scores in Finals MVP. Yet the Thunder, as good as they are defensively, multiple offensive weapons. Step back 3, Mitchell got it.
This guy is absolutely making a case for most improved.
He's got 12. Here's Nance from the corner. He can make that. He's season. Oklahoma City taking advantage of all those Buck turnovers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who throws the alley-oop to Carlson, had just 5 points in that first quarter, yet the Thunder still shot 70%, put up 38. Giannis Antetokounmpo played 7 minutes, took 1 shot, scored 3 points. He's still on a different team, obviously, with him on the floor. 15 and 13 with him, 3 and 11 without him. Nance with the tip, and he's provided great hustle off the bench.
He's played hard both ends, been able to make a couple shots.
Doc Rivers said he's incredibly intelligent, can spread the floor. He's got 2 threes. Turnover Oklahoma City. Portis, and he lays it in, plus he got fouled. Into the second quarter. Portis averaging 13 points per game. He's got 5 points. 8 for Nance to lead all Bucks scorers. 12 for A.J. Mitchell to top Oklahoma City. Holmgren with 7. Dort and SGA with 5 apiece. Entry pass Williams. Nice catch Barnhizer. And a foul inside on Milwaukee. The best in the history of the league at +13. They're actually better than that this year at +13.5 as Gilgeous-Alexander connects on a 3.
See how patient his offensive game is. Not forcing shots, letting the game come to him.
He's 3 for 3, 8 points, 5 assists. Shot clock inside of 10. Portis with the skip. High catch and shoot. And the 3 goes for Anthony.
Right, you know, they love consistent productivity from either him or Trent.
Anthony's got 7. That's more than he averages on the season for an entire game. He averages about 6.4. Williams underneath. Weaving through traffic. Shot clock down to 3. Williams trying to shake Nance with 1. And it's going to be a 24-second violation, although Milwaukee got the rebound. They let him play. Spot up Kuzma, in and out.
Boy, but Nance continues to play hard, working on the defensive end, and then sprints to the dead corner. That helps create that kind of look.
Williams able to hang and score. That was a tough shot, finishing through contact. Kyle Kuzma soaring to the basket and getting the land.
Yeah, nice little distribution from Cole Anthony, who's played very good minutes, giving this team a little bit of a lift, trying to stay attached.
First points of the game for Kuzma. Carlson up top, 3 no good. Out of bounds to Milwaukee.
Can settle into the game here. It's been a bit of a struggle the last 5 games. Maybe a little wear and tear, bigger role than he's ever had this year.
Got a good look from 3, can't knock it down. Well, Miles Turner is out, suffered an ankle injury the other night, but he's day-to-day. Kevin Porter Jr. is out, an oblique injury. They think that could take some time before he's back on the floor. Shai with a step through and hit with the left hand.
Come on, how about the initial blow by, then the hesitation into the explosion to the cup. That is so well done.
Gilgeous-Alexander, 10 points, 6 assists. 3 goes for Rollins as he's finally on the board. Kenrich Williams spots up and connects on a 3.
How many assists is that now for Shai?
7.
Just masterful half here.
Oklahoma City still at 70% from the floor and 7 of 14 from 3. They are 14 of 16 from inside the 3-point line. Minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Rollins drive and kick. Wide open Anthony. Straight on 3. It's good. Anthony having a great night. 10 points off the bench. And a timeout by. It'll be the 3rd straight year and 4th time overall he'll be in the All-Star game. Gives it up to Dort with 3 on the shot clock. And that is assist number 8 for SGA as Dort knocks down his second 3.
He's the most mesmerizing metronome in the game. Like the consistency of Shai, and I think the most impressive, well, there are many impressive things en route to their championship, but I loved listening to his teammates talk about him, Dave. As his stature has risen, as his fame has risen, he's remained the same guy, and they will tell you to a man, he never separates himself from the group. It's always about the group.
Now, Mark Daigneault just raves about being just such a great superstar player to coach. And again, just watching him operate on 7 or 8 possessions in a row with 2 two-way players. 4th player ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, and a scoring title in the same year. The other 3, Shaq, Kareem, and Michael Jordan. So he's in great company and a number of incredible statistics. Giannis back on the floor. He got that fast break started. Rollins with the finish. But the bench is doubled up the Bucks starters in scoring so far. 23-13 midway through the second quarter. Milwaukee down 17 at home. Oklahoma City 16-5 on the road. Best road mark in the league. This is the last of a 4-game trip. Williams with the lay-in with the left hand.
Yeah, he directed traffic, Williams, at the start of that possession. Then ISO at the free throw line. Tremendous move.
He's got 9 points. That's double what he averages on the year. But again, with all the injuries for Oklahoma City tonight, they need Kenrich Williams to step up, and he has. Both Jalen Williams are out, Hartenstein, Caruso, and Wiggins. So a handful of guys part of their rotation not available, and they're still up 19 on the road. One and done that possession. Green catch and shoot three. Not close. Green 0 for 3 from behind the arc tonight. 44% on the year, top 10. Mitchell with the left, gets it to drop.
See what I mean about attack? I mean, I just puts his head down, goes right to the cup. I just love his aggression. He steps between the lines, and it's attack, attack. Like, that is the priority for Oklahoma City.
Well, right now, Giannis has taken just 1 shot, and that was from 2-point range. Milwaukee with 10 turnovers here tonight and just 14 baskets, and now they commit a foul. To chat with him, we met with him for a good 15 minutes before the game, and we talked a lot about just his growth over the last. We saw in the finals how that's helped him defensively in terms of what to expect and how it's made him a better player defensively.
So he fractures his hip, and 89 days later he's back in uniform, and you're rushing to be a part of what was an incredibly special journey. But I just think it speaks to how much he cares about the game of basketball and this group.
He's gotten stronger since last year. Still has a ways to go in that department. Here's Portis, corner 3. It's good. Let's check in with George for more on Hunger.
Dave, DB, he also mentioned that after those 89 games and rushing back to try to get on the court and help his team make that run, it really wasn't just the hip issue. It was also the kinetic chain along his leg, having to rebuild all those muscles. It was a much more arduous process than just rehabbing from the hip, DB and Dave.
And it's kind of been weird, too, as Anthony hits a 3. When you look at his games played, the first year he didn't play an inning because he suffered that foot injury. The next year, he plays in every game, all 82. Then you guys just mentioned the injury last year, cost him 50, and he's played in almost every game this year. Lob to Holmgren, couldn't catch it. It was an errant pass by Mitchell. Giannis in the open floor, into the chest of the defender, and the lead is down to 14.
Yeah, Shai's off the floor, and listen, the difference for the Bucks can be their 3-point shooting. Cole Anthony is having the kind of night they would love to see become more consistent.
The putback by Williams. Third on Milwaukee here in the quarter. Williams, who has 11 points off the bench, could not get the free throw.
And they're matching Dort minutes with Giannis minutes.
Antetokounmpo spinning, shovels to Portis, and Portis puts it in.
Or that if Dort needs some assistance as Giannis gets near the rim, and that's how Portis gets free.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the blow-by, couldn't bank it in, but the points off the bench. That was his first miss from behind the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander bully ball with Rollins, out to Williams. Swing to the corner, Mitchell. And A.J. Mitchell's 3 is there. Giannis splits the double, again finds Portis, and he floats it home. About 5.5 assists per game this year, which is actually the lowest for him in 8 years. He's got 3 assists tonight. Mitchell leans in and scores. Then dealt with turf toe, so he didn't play a ton. Averaged about 6 points per game, and this year he's been one of the best bench players in the NBA. Antetokounmpo downhill, tried to hit Nance.
It was the New York Knicks who came into tonight 2-9 in their last 11.
That and highlights from our first game, our NBA Wednesday doubleheader, NBA Rivals Week. Giannis had the mismatch on Wallace. Holmgren came over to help and was no help as Giannis scores inside.
He's just getting loose, Dave. That's a downhill force. He's so good.
7 points on 3 of 3 shooting, 7 rebounds for Antetokounmpo. Shot clock inside of 10. Gilgeous-Alexander Fires a three and swishes it home over Kuzma.
Come on. That is, I mean, he has just been patiently picking them apart.
Giannis again downhill. Nance drives and throws it away. Barnheiser with the interception. About a 4.5-second difference in the game and shot clocks here at the end of the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander to the basket has his pass knocked away and out of bounds to Milwaukee. And the